how is it going? I hope you guys are doing okay because this whole virus thing is crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot. So that's kind of what inspired me to do today's video. I want to give you some tips and tools that I've been using to keep my, mental health in check and my anxieties at bay. So I'm going to give you some tips of some things that I've been doing while I've been at home, social distancing, and some things that I've been doing on the regular, like before this even happened, just some things that I usually do to help my mental health. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And before we do, I just want to say hi. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm Janna. I usually do hair tutorials and videos on wigs and hair extensions to kind of help you navigate that world. So if you're into that, be sure to subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead into tip number 1. So tip number 1 kind of pertains to the current situation, and that is you should only be checking the news once a day. At least that's what I've been doing, and that has really helped. When this whole thing kind of popped off last week, I was on the news and on the internet, like researching everything about the virus, like I had to know everything, what's going on, blah, 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 and it made me crazy. So now I only check the news once a day so I can kind of like be in check with what's happening, but not drive myself into like this paranoid hole, you know what I mean? So only check the news once a day. Okay, my second tip is to get dressed up, because I know when you're at home and you're just chilling in your sweatpants, it's kind of easy to like kind of go into this like depresso mode where you're in your sweatpants all the time and you're just like you never shower, and then it's not cute. So my tip for you is to do a self tan. Okay, everything like self tan makes everything better. So these are the ones I've been using. Bondi Sands. I just got this one and it's pretty good. And this is an oldie that I really like. The Saint Tropez. It's not really focusing, but the Saint Tropez, the Ultra Dark, this is like one of my favorites. So yeah, do your hair and makeup. We're not going anywhere, but take some selfies, do a TikTok. It'll make you feel a lot better when you like actually dress up and kind of put an effort into your appearance. So you're feeling good on the outside and feeling good on the inside. You know what I mean? So tip number 3 is to do a workout, because anxiety is a physical response in the body. So if you do something physical, it kind of helps to release those stresses and anxieties. So since my gym has been closed for a few days now, I've been doing a lot of home workouts. So what I recommend is to check out Chloe Ting. She's here on YouTube and she has really nice workouts. They're about like 10 to 20 minutes long, so they're pretty short. You can pick what part of the body you want to work on, like if you want to do a booty day, you want to do arms, you want to do abs. They're really great, so I definitely recommend checking her out. I've been doing them consistently for about a week now and I've been seeing results, so Chloe knows what she's doing. And if you do want to support a small business, I have to shout out my best friend. Her and her partner just opened up a studio this year, like 2 months ago, and then this whole virus thing happened. So if you want to help support them, they're doing like a live stream on Facebook. So they offer different classes that are kind of like pay what you can. It's like a donation basis. They offer Eldoa. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's actually really cool. It's this technique that you do on yourself. You don't need any equipment or anything, and it helps to decompress your spine and elongate your spine. It's really cool. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And they do offer like personal training sessions as well at a discount. So shout out to them. I'll leave their info in the description box. So just send them a DM or follow them if you're interested. All right, so now I want to tell you about the different kinds of journaling and meditations I do. I love journaling. I'm a big fan of journaling. So if you're new to journaling, definitely check this guy out, the 5-minute journal. I'm sure you might have heard about this one. It's really good. So you can order this online, or if you don't want to order it, because I mean we're all kind of trying to save money right now, you can just get a blank notebook just like this, and you can just write down the journal prompts in a blank notebook or on a blank piece of paper, whatever you have. So what it does is it kind of trains your brain to think in a more positive way. So the way it works is the first thing when you wake up, you fill out this section here, and then the first thing before you go to sleep, you fill out this section here. So in the morning, you write 3 things that you're grateful for, 3 things that would make today great, and then a daily affirmation. So I'll give you an example. I'll write things like, especially at a time like this, I'll write, I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my family's health. I'm grateful I have good Wi-Fi. There's nothing too big or too small that you can write here. And then at the end of the day, you write 3 amazing things that happened today. So you're kind of reflecting on your day and you have to pick out those good things that happen. So again, you're training your mind to be positive. And then how could I have made today better? You write one thing that you might have changed that could have made today better. So you're always kind of growing from that as well. So definitely check this out. And another journaling technique that I've been trying recently is it's called morning pages. So what you do is you get a blank notebook kind of like this, and what you have to do is you fill out 3 pages every morning. And what are you writing about? Honestly, anything. It's just a stream of consciousness. You get up and you just write. You can write about what you have to do that day. You can write about how you're feeling about this freaking virus. You can write about what your cat is doing. Honestly, anything. It doesn't really matter what you write. It's not supposed to be something that you're going to read again. The exercise is just to kind of clear your head, especially when you have anxieties and stuff. It feels like your head is like you're thinking all these thoughts and you're just like, you know what I mean? So this kind of helps you focus your thoughts, and you have to get it out on pen and paper, and you have to fill out 3 pages because that's kind of the exercise is you have to push yourself to fill out the 3 pages. If you're at a page and a half and you're like, oh, I'm kind of over this, you have to fill out the 3 pages. I feel like when I'm doing this, I'm kind of untangling all of the thoughts and anxieties that I have. And then my thoughts become more clear and concise, and I just feel lighter and more clear-headed after I finish this. And I like using smaller notebooks because when I use a big one, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to write 3 huge pages, but if I write like 3 small pages, I can do that, you know? So I made it work for me. So yeah, I suggest trying it out for a week straight. Don't just do it for one day and be like, oh, it's not for me. Like, push yourself to do it for a week and then see how you feel. So next up, I want to talk about meditation. And I know we all know that meditation is the thing to do, that we're supposed to meditate every single day to kind of like reduce stress and anxiety and da-da-da. It's true. It's true. Meditation works. And I want to share with you guys the app that I use. So I like to do guided meditations. I don't just kind of sit there by myself. I like to do, I like it when someone talks me through it. So the one I like to use, I'll show you the app. It's called Relax and Sleep Well Hypnosis. I think that's what it's called. The name kind of cuts off. So I heard about this app from Carly Bybel here on YouTube. She's mentioned it in a few of her videos. So I'm like, okay, if she likes it, let me try it. And I fell in love. This is like my favorite one. I totally recommend this one. He has a huge library of different tracks that you can choose from. Some of them are free, so definitely start off with the free samples and see if you like it. And then some of them are paid. They're only like about $5 at the most, so they're not too expensive. And after you do one of these, you feel so relaxed. It almost feels like you got a massage for your brain. Like you just feel so relaxed. It's so good. I used to have this app that would track my sleep cycles, and you could input notes. So if you like drank coffee that day, you can input that in your daily notes, or if you took a nap or whatever. And so I would input my notes if I did the meditation just to see how it would affect my sleep. And if I did the meditations, that would have the biggest impact on my sleep. Like if I looked at my results and my little like sleep charts, if I did a meditation that day, my sleep was so deep and so good. Like my REM cycles were really good. So this definitely helps to really relax you, relax your brain, and help you sleep better. So definitely check that out. If you're kind of new to meditations, try out the free ones and see if you like it. All right, so another thing I want to mention, kind of along the same lines as like the journaling and the meditations, this is another thing that I've been doing for a few months now, actually. It's this program called To Be Magnetic. It's a manifestation program. And I know when you think about manifestations, you're thinking about like vision boards and think positive, The Secret. If you just think about it, it'll just come. But this program kind of goes more into the science behind it, like your limiting beliefs and what is actually stopping you from getting what you want, and changing those beliefs into positive beliefs so you can attract what you actually want. And it's a really cool program, especially it is paid though. I just have to throw that in. But she does have, wait, actually let me pull it up because she does have a free workshop because of this whole situation. She has one that's called Self-Quarantine Tools and Support. So I'll link that down below if you want to try it. It's like a little kind of sample of what I'm talking about. But basically in the full program, she has different sections that you work your way through. Like you literally go through the different stages of your childhood and look at the limiting beliefs that you picked up and kind of reprogramming those beliefs. And there's a section for attracting love, like a romantic partner, a section for attracting money, and things like that. So you kind of work through the different beliefs that you have for different kinds of sections. So if you're looking to use this time of quarantine to turn inwards and do some self-healing and some self-reflection, I mean, while we're in self-isolation, there's kind of no better time than to do this now. Then definitely check this out. What I like about this is it gives you a guideline and like a little roadmap that you can follow for the different sections as you're working through it. It just kind of like guides you through everything. So for each section, there's different journal prompts, different exercises that you kind of work through. And she also has these guided meditations as well that help you reprogram those limiting beliefs into more positive beliefs, and then you in turn manifest what you want. It's really cool. So definitely check out her little sample that she has now for the self-quarantine and see if you like it. And if you don't want to pay for the whole program right now, definitely listen to her podcast because she kind of works through her method in her podcast. So you can definitely kind of figure it out on your own. But I paid for the program myself and I really like it. So those are all my tips and tools that I use to keep my mental health in check. I'm curious to know what you guys use, so if you have any tips and tools that you want to share, leave them in the comments so we can kind of help each other out, especially at a time like this. Let us know what you're doing in the comments, and also if you liked something that I mentioned and you're going to try it out, let me know in the comments because I want to know what you guys found the most helpful. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye. Love you.